Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd and 2. Flush to his right. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Darrell Henderson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. They find some open field here. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So a great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had. Piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title. And they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season? Or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Room here to run. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. With Mostert up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. You can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Durham Smythe, 35 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Back to throw again. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Johnson goes in motion left. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll run here with Henderson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. A lane open, now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Seven yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 5. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're going to look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 60 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Up the middle, here's Henderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is...
And now off to the races, down the right side. 20, 10, 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll buy some time right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete.
And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And that flag accepted.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun to give to Henderson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Henderson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Darrell Henderson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 69 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed. Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw.
Got his man, it's Woods.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just too many short underneath throws. They've got to get the ball downfield.
And in a hurry.
2nd down at 5.
Back to throw.
Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from,
Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henderson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. On the handoff, Henderson to the 36-yard line. Stop there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's back to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Down inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody way, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr.
ain't no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, chili. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. When me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut in, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous, man. You know what's up?
We going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get Swayze.